Welcome to the Bare Metal Cyber CCISO Prepcast. This series helps you prepare for the exam with focused explanations and practical context. Aligning cybersecurity with organizational objectives is no longer optional. It is now a core expectation of executive security leadership. When properly aligned, security becomes a strategic enabler that supports innovation, protects business value, and strengthens resilience. Misalignment, on the other hand, creates friction, reduces trust, and risks marginalizing the security function. As organizations pursue growth, digital transformation, and operational efficiency, they expect cybersecurity to support these goals, not hinder them. Strategic alignment helps ensure that investments in risk management, compliance, and technology contribute directly to measurable business outcomes. It also enhances cross-functional collaboration, ensures executive sponsorship, and positions the CISO as a leader who understands both security and the business. This alignment ultimately drives maturity, funding, and influence across the enterprise. The CISO plays a central role in this alignment process. Effective CISOs translate technical risk into business impact, using language that resonates with boards, executives, and business leaders. This means shifting from talking about patch cycles and firewall logs to discussing availability, regulatory risk, customer trust, and reputational exposure. The CISO must participate in strategic planning sessions, not just operational ones, ensuring that security priorities align with corporate mission statements and long-term objectives. Each security initiative must be justified not only by threat prevention, but by how it supports business resilience, compliance, and stakeholder confidence. The CSO also advises leadership on risk trade-offs, such as whether to accept, mitigate, or transfer risks associated with new initiatives, including mergers, cloud migrations, or AI deployments. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other podcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Understanding business priorities is essential to security alignment. These drivers include revenue growth, customer experience, innovation, and regulatory compliance. Security cannot be planned in isolation. It must be responsive to what the organization is trying to achieve. If the business is focused on entering new markets, security must ensure that privacy, localization, and regulatory issues are addressed in those regions. If uptime and customer trust are business critical, then resilience planning and incident response must be tuned accordingly. Efficiency, automation, and operational cost savings are also relevant. Security must support these outcomes without compromising protection. The CISO must understand the enterprise's stated risk appetite, what types of risk leadership is willing to accept versus what must be mitigated, and ensure that security decisions align with those thresholds. Once business goals are understood, the next step is translating them into security objectives. For example, a strategic goal of increasing customer retention may involve strengthening data protection to enhance privacy trust. A goal of maintaining uptime might lead to investments in disaster recovery planning, redundancy, and real-time monitoring. Compliance initiatives often translate into adopting specific control frameworks, such as ISO 27001, NAST, or PCI. Protecting intellectual property, a common goal in R&D-heavy businesses, may require stronger access controls, monitoring, and third-party oversight. Security must also enable the secure adoption of emerging technologies like cloud computing, AI, and mobile platforms. The CISO ensures that these objectives are mapped explicitly and that the security program provides tangible support for each. A business-aligned security roadmap connects security investments and initiatives to defined business outcomes. This roadmap shows how each project, such as upgrading identity management, deploying a SOAR platform, or launching security awareness training, supports business priorities. Roadmap items must be prioritized based on their impact to revenue, operations, customer satisfaction, or regulatory readiness. Coordination with other departments ensures alignment on timing, scope, and dependencies. Flexibility is key. Roadmaps must adapt as business priorities shift or new risks emerge. Communication of roadmap progress should focus on business impact, not just technical milestones. Metrics should demonstrate how the roadmap is reducing risk, improving compliance, or enabling strategic initiatives. The CSO uses this roadmap to engage stakeholders and maintain shared accountability. Measuring and reporting alignment involves using business-relevant key performance indicators. Rather than just reporting how many patches were applied, CISOs should report how security actions reduced downtime, improved audit readiness, or prevented financial loss. Incident metrics should include impact on business operations or customer trust, successful compliance audits, positive regulator feedback, or avoidance of fines can be tied directly to security initiatives. Metrics should be integrated into enterprise dashboards or performance scorecards used by senior leadership. Storytelling can help as well. Reporting on how the security team enabled a successful cloud migration or protected against a high-profile vulnerability shows business alignment. The CISO must ensure that security's contribution to business success is clearly visible and measurable. Risk management serves as the natural bridge between security objectives and business strategy. A well-maintained risk register enables security teams to prioritize threats based on business impact. Mapping threats and vulnerabilities to specific business functions, such as finance, sales, or manufacturing, helps stakeholders understand the consequences of risk. Business unit leaders should be involved in identifying, reviewing, and accepting or rejecting risks. Documentation of accepted risks, especially those tied to business deadlines or cost constraints, creates transparency. These risk decisions should also feed into business continuity and disaster recovery planning. The CISO ensures that the risk management process is collaborative, structured, and directly supports strategic planning efforts across the enterprise. Barriers to alignment are common, but not insurmountable. One of the most significant is the perception that security slows down the business. The CISO must address this by demonstrating how security enables faster, safer innovation. Conflicts between usability and control can be resolved through risk-based approaches that balance flexibility and protection. Miscommunication is another barrier. Security leaders must avoid overly technical language and focus on business impact. Siloed decision-making can be eliminated by embedding security into processes early, such as in software development, procurement, or strategic planning. Standardizing terminology across teams so that risk, value, and impact are understood consistently helps bridge gaps between technical and business stakeholders. The CISO leads this alignment through education, transparency, and relationship building. Embedding security into business processes ensures that protection is proactive, not reactive. Security reviews must be part of change management, product development, and vendor onboarding. Procurement teams must include security requirements in contracts. Mergers and acquisitions require dedicated security due diligence. Business functions like marketing, HR, and sales must follow secure data handling practices. With the help of clearly defined policies, business leaders should be trained to recognize their role in managing information risk and enforcing controls in their domains. Risk-based decision-making should be part of operational planning, allowing security to support agility without compromising core protections. The CISO ensures that security is not treated as an external team, but as a built-in component of how the organization operates. On the CCISO exam, strategic alignment is assessed through scenario-based and definition-based questions. Terminology includes strategic alignment, business enablement, and risk appetite. Candidates may be asked to evaluate how to align security projects with corporate goals or how to communicate risk in a board meeting. Understanding the CISO's role in governance, communication, and investment planning is critical. The ability to link technical initiatives to enterprise success is a defining trait of executive-level security leadership. Candidates must demonstrate how roadmaps, metrics, and risk management all serve to reinforce business alignment and executive trust. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Bare Metal CyberCaesar CISO Prepcast. For more episodes, tools, and study support, visit us at baremetalcyber.com.